Morning guys, how we're all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So this is our TD Sequential look at a lot of the major markets and some individual companies. So straight over to the charts. Yeah, you can see the daily TD. We've nearly got a green 2 trading above a green 1. Pushing back up against the 200 here on the daily, and then again, as you can see, we're getting guided. We've been talking about this for a lot of this period of time now, that we're just getting crushed between this 21 and the 200. So one of them is going to have to give. We had a bit of this fake out below, but was obviously quickly brought back up and crushed all the bears that were selling under this level. If we do have a look on a shorter term time frame, you can kind of see the sort of head and shoulders pattern that we were having playing out. In fact, let's look at the daily. It's looking a bit convoluted there. Yeah, so this sort of head and shoulders, the breakdown that we had, we broke down and then just broke straight back above it. So it's a definite sign of a fake out. But yeah, so it does remain to be seen what will happen. I mean, we're going to have to make a decision soon. I don't think we can particularly just drift around this area for many more weeks. I think we've either got to break down, come and test some lows, maybe test the 382, maybe test the 236. There's some horizontal support here, maybe even test new lows. You never know. But something's going to happen, or we're just going to have to basically blast straight through. 786 I guess would be the first target, and then I would expect at least a test back of the 200 before potentially pushing higher. But yeah, I mean, you can see by looking at the chart, we are looking toppy. We had this like strong move up, and now we just seem to be a bit range bound. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at there. 4-hour charts, if you've got anything going. Yeah, we had a 4-hour 9 here actually. 4-hour 9s are good ones. I like to when I can see them, I like to trade those, but I didn't actually trade this one because I think it happened overnight. Yeah, well, this morning, sort of overnight the 9 printed at 2 o'clock. So yeah, I'm expecting a bit of a yeah, quite possibly a bit of a move down. I mean, maybe to this area, so which is about the 2890, which is a pretty big move, that is. But yeah, about around around 2,900 to 2890 area. And we're currently trading at 2943, so maybe a bit of a down day today based on this. 4-hour Stokes coming down, MACD looking bit weaker, but volatility is coming down, and volatility is always good for price action to move upwards. Right, so let's look at oil. Oil's yeah, has a lot of strength. We broke out this range we've been talking about for a while. We'll look at the daily. Yeah, we sort of broke out this range we were at and decided to take the upwards road. We're very close to getting the 21, crossing the 50. So yeah, that will be a relatively bullish sign. I mean, it's not what is traditionally the golden cross. But yeah, it's looking very strong here. Yeah, daily stochastics maybe looking a bit toppy, but so MACD looking pretty strong, so no real issues there. Let's look at the 4-hour, see if we can zero down in on anything here. Not too much going on here. 9s. We blasted through this 9, so we nearly got a 9 here. Look, we got to an 8. So maybe we're gonna maybe we're gonna have a bit of a retrace. I mean, maybe around, well, in an uptrend like this, it's hard to say the 200, but yeah, maybe around this $27 on this particular contract. Maybe getting tested in oil. That's what I'm kind of looking at there. So gold had a nice move up. We actually spoke about this 4-hour 9. I literally said my exact words were we tested around the 740, 730 region, and then see how we react there, see if we get a bounce. And literally, like, the next 4-hour candle took us straight down there. So yeah, if you check out yesterday's video, that's basically what I said first thing in the morning before this happened. But yeah, stochastics pretty much the mid zone, pretty much neutral zone. MACD still looking pretty bearish, so we could be seeing we could see more follow through on this move, but you just have to be cognizant of the overall trend, which is quite clearly up. So maybe we just get accumulated around this 21 and then just have our blast up through 1800. Everyone can't wait to see 1800. I know that's a pretty significant level people are looking at. Let's just have a look at what the all-time high was again. Yeah, the all-time high was around about 1900. So yeah, 1900 is the goal. What is this sort of level here? This sort of level here is around, oh wow, so we're basically knocking on this horizontal, so there's no wonder we're getting a bit of resistance around here. But what count are we on this weekly? Plenty of room to run on the weekly count here. Yeah, I think we could be looking for a good move up here. Let's look at silver. What's silver doing? Here it is. Here's a daily 9 we're looking at in silver. This is pretty much a reversal candle of sorts. But we're currently trading mid that. So this is a daily candle, so we've got to see how today plays out. If today is bullish, then this candle ends as a green candle. We could probably mark off the bottom of this candle as a good sell level. But yeah, I'm expecting expecting a bit of a obviously these dailies are good. Let me show you daily 9 here at the low. We've had a few 9s signifying, and this is a daily 9 here at this high we got up to there. So these 9s are pretty important. But we can blast through them. You only want to sell them obviously once we do actually start going down. Once we do start to put in some red daily candles and start selling then. So at the moment there's nothing to do here other than watch. Let's look, see if we can find a 4-hour entry on this. I'm guessing this is probably a 4-hour. No, it's nearly roundabouts, not quite. But we did get the reversal candle, the red candle. We did trade below the candle, so there's your sell trade on the 4-hour, and you are pretty much there or thereabouts on this trade. So yeah, waiting for maybe a bit of a sell-off. But again, it's just such a bullish chart on this 4-hour anyway. Just look at the moving averages, 200, 50 and 21. So you can see the pattern I'm in. But yeah, stochastics looking to come down, MACD looking to come bearish. So maybe we are going to react off this daily 9 and have a bit of a move down. We'll annotate this a little bit. We like to do our little drawings, don't we? Horizontal line, here we go. So we'll just put it, well, it's hard, this is the daily candle, so it's hard to really say. So just to be on the safe side, we'll just put around the 200 here. I didn't need a whole horizontal line like that, did I? But we've got it now. So we will just do a trend line and draw an arrow like this. There we go. We'll leave that. We'll lock these drawing tools. Right, so gold silver ratio. See what's going on here. We had the 9 in the gold silver ratio. So I mean, I'm potentially expecting a bit of a bounce up in this gold silver ratio. So that will well, obviously this is a ratio. This is a ratio trade, guys. This is like a spread trade. This obviously gold can go up and silver can go up too, but just not as much, or gold can go down and silver can go down more, and then either way that ratio is going to go up. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at here. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it could obviously coincide with silver reacting nicely off that daily 9, because as we see in gold, we don't have a daily 9. So that does line up. That's pretty strong evidence to me that silver is going to outperform gold, because we've got this daily 9, we've got the gold silver ratio on a 9, daily 9. They are lining up nicely. So Nvidia daily 9, look at that. I think it's called an island top. And also looking at these early days. I mean, I don't like to say what these daily candles are looking like this early in the morning, plus this was yesterday's candle. So yeah, we've got to see what happens today, but this potentially is a local top. We've got a nice 9 down there. That 9 had a bit of weakness, not much else to look at around there, but yeah, we could be getting a bit of a pullback in Nvidia here. Stock markets look like they're going to open a little bit lower at the moment, but these are the futures. They can change. They can change before actual market open, but yeah, this is looking like a good sell though, so we will draw some lines in for this as well. Trend line, we will draw. Yeah, I think I would say I mean, yeah, pretty much based on what we've got. Wow, what? Just don't even ask why I've drawn such a large line. And also we will get rid of the arrow for the line. So yeah, but we'll draw another one. Right, that's done. Right, we'll draw another line with an arrow on this time. Yeah, I mean, the market's strong. Maybe a test down to the this 50 period is what we're going to have on the cards. But yeah, so that would be a potential trade idea there. T-Doc, I bought some more T-Doc yesterday. I told you guys I've been buying this on dips. We're in a dip. See what happens. See if we bounce. I mean, you can see the channel that we're in, the trade that we're in. We're not really quite making. You can see we didn't quite make the 50 the last two bounces. So I have basically, I think I'm in around 173, 174. Well, I'm in a few entries, which are 173 and 174 entries. Not bang on, but they're or thereabouts. As in there are 173 handle, but 173 spot something and 174 spot something. But anyway, so yeah, you can see the pretty much resistance, the support line we've got, the trend line we've got going on there. So I'm expecting a move up, but again, I've always got to look at this. This is the weekly 9, that we've got going on, which I think is offering basically is putting a bit of pressure on this price at the moment. You can see the last one. I mean, we did get a similar action. Look, we had the last 9 and then we traded around quite a biggish range, and then before we sort of started to make our way upwards. So I can expect to see that here again before making our way upwards. But fundamentally, I'm pretty bullish of this company. Facebook, what's Facebook doing? Weekly 9 in a couple of weeks, guys. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, daily looking good. I mean, is as goes the market, as goes the stock market, so goes Facebook, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it's a green 1 count. See if we've got anything in the 4 hour. It's just very bullish. I mean, we're getting supported by the 21 pretty much all the way up. Yeah, this was the fake out. The fake out in the overall market, which obviously translated to a fake out in Facebook. Great 4 hour 9 there. Nice profits. But yeah, so we're just gonna have to see what happens there. Starbucks is if you're going to look for a sell in one of the bigger names, Starbucks might be a good one to find, to look for technically. Getting guided down by downward sloping 200. 50 period also 50 period also starting to downward slope. Yeah, this is looking toppy. I mean, we've had this gap up a few days ago. Sorry, not a few days. Yeah, yesterday basically. So yeah, we've got a gap here for a start to close at least. But then that could signal a bit of a downward move. I mean, look, we've got high, lower high, lower high, low, lower low, lower low. So trend is your friend, isn't it? So I would expect this lower high to then translate to a lower low on this little trend. So yeah, that's what I would look at in Starbucks. What else have we got? CHWY, another one of my faves, another one of my buys. Obviously I trade technical analysis, but I try to then trade the things that I have the core position of certain stocks that I then will buy. Trade around that position, buy some on dips, sell some on rallies, and obviously the ones that I'm bullish of I buy, the ones I'm bearish of I sell. But yeah, so we've got this this stock here. Yeah, generally pretty bullish. I mean, this is you can see the move it's made since March. 20's doubled basically. But yeah, I'm still pretty bullish on this. I mean, do like stalling out a bit here. I'm not actually currently got any my speculative longs, just my core position long in this at the moment, not any extra. But yeah, I'll see what's going to happen here. There's not very clear basically on this 4 hours. Look at the 12 hour daily, 12 hour no. Yeah, not very clear. Getting pinned down by this daily 21, but upward sloping. I would think, looking at this, we can potentially break through this 21, resume the uptrend and resume the uptrend and get the 21 basically sloping up again. MACD looking like it could start to go a bit more bullish than what it's looking at now. McDonald's daily, not much TD wise. It's similar, pinned down by the 21. Definite lower relationship here between the price action. So yeah, gap up though, gap in the price, gap in the market, gaps. I mean, they don't have to get filled straight away, but yeah, I'm expecting a bit of a sell-off here, if I'm being honest, in McDonald's. I know the tanker stocks I don't think are doing very well. Daily, great 9 on the daily here to signal basically the top of the trend. Yeah, I'm not too. I mean, this is a bit technical, but if you look at basically the contango and the actual basically the cost price of storage, the value of storage, it did spike up obviously when these tanker stocks started having a big rally, but subsequently that has faded a bit now. So the actual value of storage isn't anywhere near as high as it was. Plus, these guys have already taken on their storage; they're already stored up and full for however many months. So it's not like they can't then sell more space that they don't have. So I mean, potentially this is going to make a move down. But anyway, so sorry, I'm finished ringing. So that brings us to the end of the video. So yeah, remember, not a financial advice, not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I'll speak to you guys soon.